The radio shows to find out how you can qualify. Because with the cable, every week is a winning week. The cable, keeping you connected, entertained, and rewarded. Giving you more where it matters. Always. Terms and conditions apply.
When your intention is to make a fashion statement with the finest pieces of gold, silver, or diamond jewelry, elegant watches, and the best long-lasting perfumes, come to Top Notch next to Rams at Camps on St. Kitts. We also carry sunglasses and reading glasses, original designer belts, handbags, wallets, and clutches. Top Notch is open Monday to Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. At Top Notch, we believe luxury should be affordable.
Freedom is forever. 106.5 Freedom FM.
It's time to celebrate beauty and confidence. Phenomenal Woman Entertainment presents the 5th annual Miss Phenomenal Queen Pageant. Miss Phenomenal number 1, Carol Rouse. Miss Phenomenal number 2, Shanice Richards. Miss Phenomenal number 3, Erica Doras. Miss Phenomenal number 4, Michaela Foy. And Phenomenal number 5, Miss Brittany Martin. Saturday, November 30 at 8 p.m. sharp. Carnival Village comes alive. Brought to you by Zanzi Zone, Police Cooperative Credit Union, Laundry Lux, Healthy Bites, Cam and Catering Services, and Phenomenal Fashion. Get your tickets now for only $60 and $70 at the gate. She's not only phenomenal, she's Miss Phenomenal.
Ready to make this holiday season your biggest and brightest yet? Whatever the reason, come to National Bank this season. For the perfect gifts, new furniture, or new appliances, get up to $150,000 unsecured. Or for that brand new vehicle, drive off with up to $250,000. No down payment, no interest rates, and fast approval. Whatever the reason, come to National this season. Skip the holiday rush and apply online at www.sknanb.com. This offer ends January 31st, 2026. Apply today.
It is important that we pay our mortgage on time at NAC for your future security and a peace of mind. It is important that we pay our mortgage on time at NAC. It's your responsibility and it's also mine. The management and staff at NAC want to encourage all who hold the key to keep up to date, pay your mortgage on time for your future security. It is important that we pay our mortgage on time at NAC. We help you build equity for peace of mind. It is important that we pay our mortgage on time at NAC. We help you build equity for peace of mind. The National Housing Corporation, NHC, is located at Park Range, Bastia, St. Kitts. Easy no mind.
It's 106 right here in the studios of Freedom FM. I know it's early. It's a Friday afternoon, but we do have a lot to do this afternoon. Yes, we are having groundings at 1:30. But before we do that, this is, in this month, we are celebrating youth. It's International Month of the Youth, and we have the new director of youth, right?
Yes.
We have the new director of youth here with us, somebody I've known all my life. All my life, because he's older than I am. So he's here with us, and he's here to tell us about all the activities. Welcome. How should I introduce you? Pastor Saunders?
Mr. Saunders, anyway.
But I call him Clive, so
Yes.
welcome.
Clive is good as well. Well, thank you very much, Jamie. It's good to be here on Freedom FM. It's a long time I haven't been here, but I'm really glad for this great opportunity to be able to, to share with the listening public about the Youth Month that is actually happening. The entire November is Youth Month here in St. Kitts, and so the Youth Department is having a number of activities, to mark the Youth Month. Under the theme, fostering well-being through active play, education and community, right? So fostering physical and mental well-being through active play, education and the power of the community. That's the theme for the actual month. So we've been having a great time
Lots
so
of
far.
activities.
Lots of activities. We started since the first Sunday in November, where we went to the Bethesda Moravian Church in Kayan. It was an awesome service. The youth department, the officers, and all of us went over there, and we had a great time there to kick off the week. On the 5th, we were on ZIZ Radio for Let's Talk, so we were sharing with the public there as well. On the 6th, we went to the educational fair that was organized by the counselors, the guidance counselors in St. Kitts. They had this big fair last week, Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So we went there.
Where was that?
It was in Warner Park.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a huge fair, career fair. So all the
Yes,
students
I heard
from
about that.
all the
Yes, I
students from the
did.
different schools, came in different times, and they were there to learn something about careers. And on the 7th, we had a pajama talk. That was last week, Friday.
Tell us about that. What is
The pajama talk is basically we had like 20 boys, 20 girls. It was at the Lodge Community Center where we actually engaged our young people in conversation, and they were in the pajamas. So we had a discussion, on a number of things. We look at virtues and, try to empower them in a different setting. And then we had like lots to eat and drink. We had like these games that we don't normally play so much now, the board games. So it was a nice interaction between the young people and the officers from the Department of Youth Empowerment. So that was pajama talk. It was really nice.
Awesome.
And the 11th, we had our high school chef competition. That was on Tuesday gone, I think. That was the 11th. And of course, we have a new winner. The new winner is the Kayan High School.
Okay.
They won.
Okay.
And the amazing thing about the Kayan High School is that 2 males actually represented the school.
Wow.
And they were excellent. And so we had the Kayan High School. They were the winners, followed by the Sadlers. They call it the Dr. Denzel Llewellyn Douglas Secondary School now. They was in second place.
They won last year?
They won for the past 2 years.
Yes,
So
yeah.
this year they got the second place. And then coming in at the third position was Charles E. Mills Secondary School, SEMS.
Okay.
So we want to congratulate them. It was it was the first time I actually experienced it. But to see all the young people, really doing the thing in the kitchen and, really coming up with, it was so amazing at the end of it all to see what they produce, because while we're sitting down and looking at them, you couldn't really see as much, but when they presented their food, it was like, wow, you can't believe, top notch.
Yes.
And so we want to congratulate the home economics teachers and the students for doing such a great job, right? And the 16th, well, we were supposed to have a bikeathon on the 16th, but we postponed that. And the 18th is our Star Boy and Star Girl. We're going to go to every school in St. Kitts, primary and high school, and each school had to identify 2 students that we could really award in different areas. It could be like the most helpful, maybe for academics, these kind of things. And so we're going to go to each school, we're going to visit them, we have a little gift for them, both boy and girl.
So they're going to be the Star Boy and the
Star
Star
Boy,
Girl.
Star Boy and Star Girl for the year. from that particular school. So on the 18th, we're going to be extremely busy trying to cover all these schools.
Primary and secondary?
Primary and secondary.
Wow,
so it's a lot of schools we have to cover. Right? And the 20th is the 25 most remarkable teen. We normally have that. Normally comes live on ZIZ. This is where we basically take the opportunity to highlight the young people, what they're doing, 25 of them, most remarkable, throughout the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
And I absolutely love that program because you don't just focus on the academics. A lot of times children feel like, I'm not really academically inclined, so nobody really cares about me.
So true.
But you have categories like being able to overcome.
Yes.
It's just all
You have categories in basically all areas that you could nominate somebody for.
Art, dance, everything.
And I quite agree with you because, as you said, sometimes we just look at the person who in school, who's going to get the 12 subjects and so, but there's a boy in the school who just love to help.
Exactly.
And, he always help, not just in the school, but in the community as well. And, giving him an award also shows that we appreciate what the person is doing as well. So 25 most remarkable. So we want you to tune in, to be a part of it, and let's support our young people in St. Kitts. As I say, St. Kitts and Nevis. So it's across the board. That's on the 20th, right? And then out of December, we have some activities coming out of December, which is we have a youth forum and reception where we are hoping to engage, or the young people are hoping to engage the ministry or the ministers of government. So this is where they're actually going to come together, ask them hard questions.
Hold their feet to the fire.
Yes. That's what we're going to do. And then in the evening now, we're going to have like a little reception for them as well. So we have that day is going to be.
And these children they know the issues, because sometimes we feel that children don't know what's happening. They know. They are aware.
Yes, it's so true. And then the final thing we have is on the 27th of December, which is the Department of Youth. Whether or not you want to believe it, I'm in charge of Children Carnival, Pastor Sanders. Yes. It comes with the job. The department is in charge of the Junior Carnival.
You're going to focus on the cultural aspect.
The cultural aspect. It comes with the job, but it's okay. We're going to do what we have to do.
And you're going to keep it clean and
keep it clean and nice. And we are this year we're actually showcasing like the costumes are like from different areas, like the square and different costumes made
the
different historical sites. Yes, Brimstone Hill, the circus. These things. So, and it's also free.
Listen, right?
There's
I'm
no
laughing
fee.
because
the pastor is
not only that, but looking at how we grew up too. Like how carnival was kind of viewed in the households.
Well, I'm not. To be quite honest, I am not a carnival person, Jamie. I am, and it's not like I bash carnival or anything.
But it's just
I didn't grow up in that area.
It was just not a part of
I remember,
our childhood.
and I was telling some young people the other day, I remember the first time I got a chance to go to Jubemani. I could have been maybe about 15 years old. And my grandmother, we grew up in the church. So, but for some reason, I got the opportunity to go, and I was standing on the top of 4th Street. I remember it like it was just yesterday. I was standing on the top of 4th Street, and a band was coming up, the Grandmasters. I think in those days, Grandmasters was like one of the bands, like back then.
Your father didn't play in Grandmasters?
Yeah, he played in Grandmasters for a couple of years. But it was one of those times when they were real popular. Like that was just like how they have Collision now.
Yes.
The popular band, like Grandmasters was the band at the time. And this guy came up 4th Street. I could see him. He was big, thick. He had on no shirt. He was drunk. I mean, nothing was going for him. And he put his whole arm in my face, like just stamp it. And that was such a turn off for me. It's like something telling me you ain't gonna call here. And I never went back.
Well, the experience for us, because you were in Sandy Point.
Yeah.
But for me, I was close to the action,
you actually lived in the action.
So you know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so I didn't really had much experiences in respect to that. I've seen the Children Carnival from time to time as well.
But one of the criticisms of the Children's Carnival over the years has been the fact that the children don't really behave like children in some cases. The music, they want it to be a more clean, fun.
And that's
for
one
the
of the things that
children.
they're actually working on to make it much cleaner. Even
And
the costumes.
You are the help, Pastor Saunders.
Well, we really had much to do with the costumes per se, but the costumes are not bad in terms of the children will be dressed properly and so.
Yeah.
What we have to look into is the type of songs that we play for the parade.
Yeah.
So that people won't be offended, one, two, and we don't bring up the children a certain way.
Exactly.
To expose them to these stuff. So these are things that we are working on to make it as clean as possible, right? So it's the 27th, and I also want to say that it's free.
Yeah,
so
so
parents
you can sign
could
up your
actually
children for
sign up
free.
the children and get them on board. We only
Where do
want
you go
about
to sign up?
400. You can come to the youth department to
That's
sign
in
up,
the Cable building.
yes, or the carnival. The carnival secretariat, you could sign up there as well. You could go online for the carnival, to the carnival secretariat, the carnival web page, and you could actually find the form there and sign up as well. So
Yeah, sign up your children.
sign up your children.
I don't have any children.
We're gonna make it clean. That's all I can say. Yeah. So those are the activities for the month. And I want to take this opportunity as well to thank those who've been supporting the Department of Youth Empowerment, this year and over the years, those who continue to contribute. It's not an easy thing to run programs. They are very expensive to run. And so whatever little we get from the community, from, the business sector, we are thankful. And also we want to salute the government too for, making sure that we can actually have activities and funding these activities over the years as well.
Yeah,
right? So
definitely.
that's what's happening in the Department of Youth Empowerment.
So I congratulate you for continuing the good work that the Ministry of Youth, the Department of Youth, has done over the past few years. You are new to the role.
Very
Congratulations.
New. Thank you.
But you're new, but you're not new because you've been
I'm not
working
new
with
to
young people
yes.
forever.
Yes.
Right? Even before officially, even in the
Yes.
church and that kind of thing.
Yes.
So this role is really, you're really uniquely
I bring
purposed for this
a lot
role.
of experience to it. As I said, I'll be working with and still working with Scouts, be working with the young people throughout. And so I must say though, it wasn't an easy decision to leave Virtuals High School. It was because
is like a family.
Virtuals is like a family. Not only that, is like I'm now seeing Virtuals at the level that I always wanted to see it. Working at Virtuals High School for like 20 years. I mean, you work at
20?
Virtuals High School, yeah.
Oh my God.
You work at Virtuals High School, so you know a little about what I'm saying. But we
When
all
I
knew
first
that.
went to Virtual, because I heard about Virtuals High, before. I don't think Virtuals was around when I was in high school. I think it came.
Maybe the early stages.
Yeah. But I was blown away with the talent at the school, the talent of the children. Because, you speak about the school, about the bright star in the West.
Yeah.
It truly is,
Yeah.
It truly
always
is.
have
the
talent.
assemblies are
Yes.
just different.
Yes.
Yeah.
You remember those assemblies, eh? Yes. The thing is, though, is that Virtuals always had potential, but it's just for us. So we just wanted to push the children in the right direction.
Yeah.
And so it took us some time to get to the level, but we're there.
And
you
the
see,
energy with Mr.
Thomas that brings to the table.
Yes.
So it wasn't an easy decision to leave, to come to youth department. But as my friends would say, see it as an opportunity to not just reach Virtuals High School, but the nation's
stage,
they generally reach more young people. So that's what brought me to youth department. But it wasn't an easy decision. But I'm glad to be here. I think the staff is excellent. We work together, and we can only do much better as we go forward.
So again, congratulations, and we
Thank
look
you.
forward to hearing so much more from the Department of Youth. We share buildings, so it's like an
Yes.
open door kind of thing.
It's just to come down the steps.
Yes, so we look forward to hearing about all your initiatives.
Yes.
I know there was an art exhibition this week.
Yeah, there's an art exhibition going on right now.
Yes.
Yeah, upstairs by our department. So feel free to come up and look at the art and buy some as well, and support the
Exactly.
young man that is actually putting it off.
Milano, right?
Yes, I think that's his name.
Yes. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
we
me
look
as
forward
well.
to hearing more from the Department of Youth. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be right back.
The countdown is on. The sweetest season of the year is here. From December 13th to January 2nd, St. Kitts and Nevis comes alive once more with vibes galore, energy to explore, and moments sweeter than ever before. Sugar Mass 54, sweet to the core. The stage erupts with the passion of Calypso, the sweet sound of Pan, the heat of soca, dazzling pageants and traditions that make you love Carnival even more. Dance to the streets at Juve, celebrate folklore, and revel in the Grand Carnival Parade, a celebration of rhythm, color, culture. Sugar Mass 54, sweet to the core.
Reliable, dependable, Delta.
If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, Go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
For life's finest moments, celebrate them with Skol Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skol, class and perfection in a bottle.
What if your money did more than sit in an account? What if it built dreams, supported families, and empowered futures? At St. Kitts Credit Union, we're more than a financial institution. We're a family that believes in your potential, rooted in people helping people. Enjoy competitive savings rates and low-interest loans for mortgages, vehicles, education, and more. Need security for you or your loved ones? The Family Indemnity Plan and Loan Protection Insurance give your loved ones peace of mind, whether you're saving for school, building your business, or planning for tomorrow. SKCU is here for you. It's not just about banking, it's about belonging. Contact us at 465-2272 or any of our branches. Learn more online at www.skccu.com. Become a member today and be a part of something greater.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
Fleming Product presents Carnival Warm-Up. Yes, an all-star lineup coming your way in Newton Ground, Main Street on Friday, December 5th, 2025. Featuring Sweet Sister Sensia, DJ Yardi, DJ Dangles, JTS International, and the horny band, the Grand Masters.
Show up, your body, your sexy body.
Admission, $20 before 12 o'clock and $30 thereafter. All roads lead to Newton Ground on Friday, December 5th for the Carnival Warm-Up. This is another Fleming production.
Spread the word to every man in your neighborhood.
Ho, ho, ho! Make your Christmas merry. Christmas is coming. Digicel is giving you a chance to win $20,000 cash this Christmas. Make your Christmas merry with Digicel. Activate a 3-day Prime bundle or higher. Pay your postpaid or Digicel Plus bill in full. Switch to Digicel or sign up for a new postpaid or internet plan and you could be the lucky winner of $20,000. $20,000 cash. Plus, loads of weekly prizes. Better connected, more data, and prizes galore. Download the My Digicel app or visit any Digicel store today. Digicel St. Kitts and Nevis, keeping you better connected this Christmas. Terms and conditions apply.
The countdown is on. The sweetest season of the year is here. From December 13th to January 2nd, St. Kitts and Nevis comes alive once more with vibes galore, energy to explore, and moments sweeter than ever before. Sugar Mans 54, sweet to the core. The stage erupts with the passion of Calypso, the sweet sound of Pan, the heat of Soca, dazzling pageants and traditions that make you love Carnival even more. Dance to the streets at Juve, celebrate folklore, and revel in the Grand Carnival Parade, a celebration of rhythm, color, culture. Sugar Mass 54, sweet to the core.
Laura's Unique Fashions presents Epic Blowout Sale. Prices on clothing as low as $15. Prices on jewelry and accessories as low as $1. Sunglasses as low as $5. And much, much more. Starting at 7 a.m. on November 15th, 2025 at the TDC parking lot, Bank Street. Bring your friends and family along for a fun day of shopping with Laura's Unique Fashions. TDC parking lot, Bank Street.
It's time to celebrate beauty and confidence. Phenomenal Woman Entertainment presents the 5th annual Miss Phenomenal Queen Pageant. Miss Phenomenal #1, Carol Rouse. Miss Phenomenal #2, Shanice Richards. Miss Phenomenal #3, Erica Doras. Miss Phenomenal #4, Michaela Foy. And Phenomenal #5, Miss Brittany Martin. Saturday, November 30 at 8 p.m. sharp. Carnival Village comes alive. Brought to you by Zanzi Zone, Police Cooperative Credit Union, Laundry Lux, Healthy Bites, Cam and Catering Services, and Phenomenal Fashion. Get your tickets now for only $60 and $70 at the gate. She's not only phenomenal, she's Miss Phenomenal.
For life's finest moments, celebrate them with Skoal Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skoal, class and perfection in a bottle.
In a world where you can be anything, be love. Feel it, express it, and wear it with sparkling new jewelry from Pandora. Jewelry that's crafted with love and care in meaningful styles to give and get. Because at Pandora, it's more than jewelry. It's a symbol of where you come from and a reminder of where your heart is. For everywhere you go and every way you love. Pandora.
Available at IC Jewelers, Port Zante.
A historic treasure returns to its rightful home. Celebrate the triumphant return of Brighton Estate to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. Now, through December 31st, 2025, citizens and residents are invited to rediscover the magic and magnificence of Brighton Estate at exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime introductory rates. Whether you're planning a relaxing staycation, a grand celebration, a private event, or just a peaceful moment to reconnect with nature, Brighton Estate is your backdrop for unforgettable memories. Tour the historic grounds, host your special occasions, or simply recharge under the sun. It's all yours to enjoy. Call us today at 662-5772 or email brightonhouseskb@gmail.com to book your experience. Brighton Estate, restored for the people and waiting just for you.
The countdown is on. The sweetest season of the year is here. From December 13th to January 2nd, St. Kitts and Nevis comes alive once more with vibes galore, energy to explore, and moments sweeter than ever before. Sugar Mans 54, sweet to the core. The stage erupts with the passion of Calypso, the sweet sound of Pan, the heat of Soca, dazzling pageants and traditions that make you love Carnival even more. Dance to the the streets at Juve. Celebrate folklore and revel in the Grand Carnival Parade. A celebration of rhythm, color, culture. Sugar Mass 54. Sweet to the core.
Reliable, dependable, Delta. If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
For life's finest moments, celebrate them with Skoal Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skoal, class and perfection in a bottle.
What if your money did more than sit in an account? What if it built dreams, supported families, and empowered futures? At St. Kitts Credit Union, we're more than a financial institution. We're a family that believes in your potential, rooted in people helping people. Enjoy competitive savings rates and low-interest loans for mortgages, vehicles, education, and more. Need security for you or your loved ones? The Family Indemnity Plan and Loan Protection Insurance give your loved ones peace of mind. Whether you're saving for school, building your business, or planning for tomorrow, SKCU is here for you. It's not just about banking, it's about belonging. Contact us at 465-2272 or any of our branches. Learn more online at www.skccu.com. Become a member today and be a part of something greater.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
Let me see Peter.
It's 1:35 right here in the studios of Freedom FM. It's time for Groundings, St. Kitts and Nevis this afternoon. We do have to finish at 3 on the dot.
That's right. For the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year, yes.
Make that clear.
So we're not going to waste much time today. We have the usual distinguished gentleman here with us. We have former ambassador and former deputy prime minister, former sportsman. Yes, Sam Conda. He's here. You're saying that. I'm not saying that. Right? We have the distinguished Sam Conda here with us this afternoon. His name has been called many times over this week as someone of stature. So welcome back, Mr. Conda.
Thank you very much.
And we have Dr. Patrick Martin, who is former CMO and advisor in the Ministry of Health. Welcome back, Dr. Martin.
Thank you very much.
Again, I feel kind of weird saying welcome back when, you're here every week, but I'm not. So we're going to start as usual.
As usual, Jamie, thank you, and good afternoon to the listeners and viewers to Freedom FM.
Good afternoon to.
As usual, we'll start with the icon remembrances and celebrations. We have two persons to mention. We'll start with Dr. Barrington Brown, and calling us shortly is our good friend Peter Jenkins, who knew Dr. Barrington Brown very well. He came to St. Kitts. He's Jamaican by birth, came to St. Kitts either late 80s or early 90s, and was involved with football and other social activities, but most people know him as the drive behind the Snapper project over at Connery, and so we'll stand by for that call from Peter. We also have to pay our respects to Dougie Connor. Most persons would probably associate him with his dear wife Ruth, Nurse Ruth Connor. So we
Cape and Wireless fame.
So Dougie's of Cape and Wireless fame, long-serving worker, and so we convey our condolences to the family. And Samuel, anybody else?
No. Just I want to join you in extending my own condolences to the family of both
Barrington Brown and Dougie Connor.
And Douglas Connor.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, we do have a caller. I think this is Mr. Jenkins. Good afternoon.
I think so. How are you?
You think so? I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm grateful.
Peter, thank you for calling, and please tell us the Groundings crew listeners about our good friend, Dr. Barry Brown.
Well, thank you, and I guess Sam is there, and
yes,
Julie, or is
Sam is here.
Lady McPhail.
Sam is here. Lady McPhail is in charge of us.
Oh, Lady McPhail in charge. Okay, all right. I know she's enjoying it. In the 1980s, I think it was the U.S. government sent 4 developmental specialists to the Caribbean. I'm not sure of the 4th person, but I know the 3 of them. One is Dr. Samuel Scott, who eventually came to St. Kitts. Then there was Sylvester Anthony, who I think went to Nevis. And Barry Brown was also another of the developmental specialists that came to the Caribbean. It was a group, it was a company, but then it disintegrated. And I think in the end, Barry ended up in St. Kitts. And he did quite a lot of work, I know, from my end as president of the Football Association at the time. We were in early stages, and he helped us to shape the direction of the football. And he worked with us in training and development, leadership and management development skills in those very early days in the 90s. And so he was instrumental in terms of our focus, getting us to think strategically. And so he made a very significant contribution. He was also the first to establish in St. Kitts, in a sense, those what we call the lamppost banners. You see them now; they project outside of the lamppost into the road. He was the first person to bring that to St. Kitts. We were having one of those football festivals, and I could see Ramcat out of the town going up on the ladder, establishing the banners for us. So that, in terms of the marketing, he worked with Nigel Rollins, and that was one of the initiatives, the new initiatives that we were able to come up with. He did a lot of development work also at the University of the West Indies, where he trained a lot of the young persons in terms of entrepreneurship. And so he made a significant contribution to the development of St. Kitts and Nevis. He ended up as a scientist, in a sense, in that he was able to create or develop that fish using salt water. It only grows in fresh water, and he was able, through his scientific method, taking the salt water over at Connery into the ponds, the tilapia, I think it is the name.
Yes, tilapia,
and was able to get them to grow in salt water. So he had created something new in the world that's never been done before. And so he made a significant contribution to our country, and I think we should record it. He came here as a Jamaican, but I think he ended up being a Kittitian and passed away here. And I think we ought to recognize the significant contribution that Dr. Barry Brown made to St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean in general. Thank you for the opportunity to share. Is there any questions you want to ask?
Well, this is the first. This will be an ongoing thing. So we'll call you back when we need you. But thank you for opening the batting in that regard, because he passed away quietly. He was a quiet man, unassuming. And he was laid. His mortal remains were laid to rest recently, and so we're happy that you were able to get the ball going in terms of our remembrance of Dr. Barrington Brown. Fond remembrance of Dr. Barrington Brown. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Yes, have a good day.
Same to you, Peter. All right. Sam, you want to?
No, I don't think I could add anything to that. I mean, like I said, Dr. Brown was quiet, unassuming. He just made his contribution and did things very, respectable, decent, human being, really a role model.
I remember when I first met him, he was doing a presentation and data-driven economy of words. It was not about himself; it's about the people in front of him. He was trying to lift up.
Yeah, a lot of the students, a lot of the folks who benefited from his professional lecturing at the University of the West Indies here, the School of Continuing Studies, speak highly of him. And, we want to record and, the contribution that he has made to the development of our country, like Peter said, in sports, but in agriculture, fishing in particular, and in education generally.
I understand the Marine Department, Marine Resources Department paid a special tribute to him. So here's somebody who came to St. Kitts from Jamaica and stayed and made his contribution.
Definitely. I remember meeting him one Saturday afternoon. I was in search of plants to put in a pond, and somebody told me, go there. Well, we were looking for them, and somebody took me there, and he came out and he just gave us a tour of his entire facility. He brought out books. He taught me everything that he was doing, showing us, even the cleanup project that he was doing at the back, because he's on the Atlantic side, he would get a lot of debris. And they were doing a recycling project with the debris and whatever. And When I think back about it, it's like this man, he didn't know me from anywhere. He had no idea who I am or anything, and he just opened his entire home. He caught a fish, he fried the fish, right? And it was just an absolutely amazing afternoon. And to hear that he had passed was really shocking to me, because I remember, I don't remember how old he said he was, but I remember him asking us, how old I am, and I remember being shocked when he told us, because he was
up and going.
Yes, he was really, really doing well, and he will be missed. He will be missed. I'm hoping that somebody could take over the project that he was doing in Connery, because it was not just breeding fish, but there was a lot of research added to that project and information that we like to know. So hopefully someone will take over in that regard.
May his soul rest in eternal peace, Barrington Brown. As we continue, we pay special tribute now to Skelec and Nevlec. A team from Skelec and Nevlec is in Jamaica.
Did we mention the other person?
Yeah.
Who passed?
Yeah, Dougie Watley. Dougie
Connor. Okay.
And so now we salute our brethren and sistren from Skelec and Nevlec, especially the members who put their hand up to Journey to Jamaica on the CARICOM-sponsored disaster response regime. Here's another reason why we need CARICOM. And now assisting Jamaicans in the restoration of electricity.
Skelec and Nevlec has done that before. I mean, this is a normal thing, a usual thing.
It's in
every
the
time.
It's in the DNA now.
We went to Grenada and other places.
Carriacou.
Grenada and Carriacou,
Today is 14th November, World Diabetes Day today, or it was yesterday. But for St. Kitts and Nevis, I promise that next week I'll have some statistics, but the last I knew, we were talking about at least 20% of adults having high blood sugar, and the diabetic program is one that needs to go from strength to strength as we try to assist persons who are living with diabetes, and also which now includes at least 3 dozen children. And so we'll continue to highlight that these are commemorations.
The children, according to them, is a major concern, because as you get diabetes as a very young, it's got other complications as you go older. So some special concerns for us.
Sam, have you noticed that some migrants are now representing St. Kitts and Nevis in various capacities, first generation?
Yeah. Before you go there, Patrick, I just want to mention, because sometimes people take these things for granted, I want to mention Dr. Lachlan and the work he's doing.
Single-handedly?
Yeah. I mean, it's just amazing.
No, he has a team. Okay. But in terms of leading the PR,
I mean,
so with that program the other night on TV?
Yep. Look at it. A young lady there who was giving us all her personal story. So I just want to record that and to.
We should get him on the program.
Yeah.
So let's put him on. Let's put him on notice that we'll be bringing him on. Yeah. Good.
It's very important. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you stopped me on that, because I did have it in mind to mention my colleagues actually, because Dr. Siheli was also on
Dr. Siheli, Dr. Siheli as well.
And the diabetic educator in the ministry, Dr. Toya Matthew, and there was one other person whose name skips me. They will forgive me. Something popped up the other day, a youngster making the West Indies under-19 team.
Yep.
And if you did not know him, you'll have to look twice to pronounce his name. But that's what's happening in St. Kitts and Nevis now. Tilokani.
Yeah. I don't know his parents.
His parents. I know his parents quite well. They work. The dad works. He works at Port Saint. He has a store at Port Saint.
Okay.
So Kunal. And so, and West Indies on the 19 team.
Yeah. And he played both for the under 17 and under 19. That's a guy with tremendous.
He played for the St. Kitts senior team also.
Yeah.
So that's a tremendous prospect.
Yeah.
Also, you'll notice the St. Kitts and Nevis swim team to the OECS championships coming back with medals. And as you look at the
8
team,
medals.
Look at that is.
Please mention that 11 of the team is there from Nevis.
Well, yeah,
11 what?
11 members
from Nevis?
Yeah. I think
Nevis has an outstanding program in swimming.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And these are persons
8 medals,
across the demographic spectrum.
Goals, silver, and bronze.
In our time, swimming was a pastime. Right? Huh? Now it's there's a number of youngsters. There's a swimming program also.
Swimming was down at Easter Monday.
That was about it.
That was it.
Okay, but support the swimming programs in both St. Kitts and Nevis, and so congratulations to the swim team. Some first generation migrants there also.
Yep,
right.
in every sport,
All right, let's go into the main items.
Let me say in terms of the swimming, because the chairman of the committee, he was lamenting that they don't have a pool. I mean, I've heard that for so long, and I know this guy Calvin James has been trying to promote some project where swimming pool was supposed to be a main thing about it and so on. And I mean, we have to provide the facilities. We can't expect our athletes to do well if we're not providing them with the proper facilities. I mean, we want to commend them for the contribution they're making, but we need to provide
Olympic-sized swimming
pool.
Well, on their return to the Federation, the Minister of Sports, Samuel Duggins, he spoke about the need for a facility as well. So we hope that we can see that in the upcoming budget.
Which budget?
But the point I'm making...
Well, in an upcoming budget.
The point I'm making, I've heard that for the last how many years?
Well, we want to push them, right?
But have you heard a minister commit?
We want to push them. Well, he didn't really commit either, but we are pushing him to commit to that, because we can't just look at football and track and field, we have to look at all avenues for our young people.
One way to get attention is to bring home some medals. That will get you some attention. Right.
There's as you said, there's a Special Olympics team going out in basketball. You heard that?
No, I didn't hear that. When
I think they left for some basketball tournament.
I'm not certain when they're going, but I did see something about that.
Well, which reminds me to remind the nation that Special Olympians were the first to bring back Olympic medals to St. Kitts and Nevis.
And they continue to do very well.
All right. Very good. Main discussion, ready? Issue 1. This popped up on Facebook from Dr. MacArthur Brown, PhD. That's 8 November. Let me quote it. Public life demands self-control and discipline. If you're not prepared, you will fall apart, because political power always shines a light on your true character. Final warning, there is no privacy in public health.
In public life?
What did I say?
Health.
Sorry. There's no privacy in public life. So the question is, to what extent does public life erase privacy?
Well, we have Mr. Conda here with us. Mr. Conda, were you able to...
We thought about him when we came up with this first item.
No.
You have lived a very public life.
Public life.
Were you able to safeguard some of your privacy during those years?
But no. You're under the spot of people, just look at you. You're under the spotlight, you're under the microscope. Everything you say and do.
I think
what about everything you have?
Everything you have too.
And all what you don't have.
Exactly.
I think living in a small society like ours,
It is even more difficult.
Yeah, everybody kind of knows everybody. You can't blend in because everybody knows who you are.
In what context do you think Dr. MacArthur Brown mentioned there is no privacy in public life?
In what context?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not
a
sure.
Constitutional context or an actual context?
Well, he was referring to a specific incident.
You're sure about that? Okay. But I don't know how you could separate, what you say, a constitutional or...
Well, because the Constitution protects privacy.
Well, I don't know about privacy, protect privacy. What do you mean by privacy?
Well, let's read it. Section 3, Fundamental Rights and Freedoms. Whereas every person in St. Kitts and Nevis is entitled to the fundamental rights and freedoms.
Pull up your mic, Dr. Matthew.
That is to say, I think 3, life, liberty, security of the person, equality before the law, and protection of the law. That's 3A, 3B, freedom of conscience, of expression, right?
No,
right? And 3C, protection for his or her personal privacy, the privacy of his or her home and other property.
Yeah, well, I mean, privacy in terms of your home and your privacy, your home. They can violate, they can break into your home, like anybody else. But I don't know if they mean.
And I don't really think Dr. Brown was speaking in that context.
Okay, how about
Dr.
this one? The Interception of Communications Act. That's part of the St. Kitts and Nevis. Section, I just lost it. Interception of Communications Act. Prohibition of interception, Section 3.1. Except as provided in this section, a person who intentionally intercepts a communication in the course of its transmission by means of a public postal service or a communications network commits an offense.
Okay.
And is liable to conviction.
So let me
under
ask.
indictment. And there's some exceptions, right?
But let me ask you. So how is that related to his comment?
If I'm having a conversation with you and you, private capacity, and you record it without my permission, the question I had in my mind is that...
but would that be considered interception?
Did you...
And I'm not asking because I know. I'm asking because I don't know.
Well, it's a legitimate question, one that you can test before the law. But it seems to me that since there's a law that prohibits intentional interception. Interception. Thank you, teacher. That recording without permission or prior knowledge.
It's an offense. Or maybe an offense?
It's maybe an offense. And one that we can see if this law applies to that. If not, it needs to be strengthened because...
but how about, listen, right? I don't know.
Let's see. Is it fair for somebody to tape you?
Is
without
it
your
fair
knowledge?
for someone to tape me without my knowledge? No, I wouldn't say that it's fair. I won't say that it's fair at all.
So there must be some law that you could find.
But the question is there a law? I would like to call a lawyer to assist us with that, to find out if there is a law against that. Because, all devices come with, all cell phones come with apps that you can record conversations, right? So are you recording conversation? Is the act to record a conversation illegal?
I would hope so.
we need to
hope
find
so.
out that.
So that's why I said that's why we're having this discussion whether this law applies or we need to strengthen a law or the law.
And in fact, maybe that's why when you're going to meetings, they ask you to turn over your phones behind you because
they don't want, especially confidential meetings.
Yeah. And you don't know if there's any recourse if they're, broadcast and so on, and you try to protect that, you try to protect privacy. But I think, well, like you, Jamie, I don't know if this is the reference we're talking about because
that's what I was asking.
Yeah. This, what I'm understanding.
We're supposed to go to the interpretation. Yeah, it says here. All it says here: intercepted communication means any communication intercepted in the course of its transmission.
So if you call me or I call you and the conversation is recorded by you or I record the conversation, can that be considered interception?
Intercept means the acquisition of the contents of any communication through the use of any means, including an interception device, so as to make some or all of the contents.
So the phone would be intercepting.
Well, let's go for the meaning of interception device. Interception device means any electronic, mechanical, or other instrument, device, equipment, or apparatus which is used or can be used, whether by itself or in combination with any other instrument, device, etc., etc., etc. It seems to me that the act is, it says intercept means the acquisition of the contents of any communication. So I'm having a I call you Sam, I call you Jamie. I'm in the act of communicating with you. Am I not? And you press record. Sorry, let me put it the other way. You call me, and then I clandestinely.
Well, it doesn't really matter who called who.
Well,
but I guess that's something for the courts to test. If that reaches before the courts. Mr. Kondo, what are your thoughts?
No, I'm. You see, we hear the private life, public life, there's a privacy. I think what this is trying to focus on for me is conduct and behavior.
In public life.
In public life. It ain't this thing of the taping and the so on. It is people's conduct and behavior.
How about this? Because you are in public life, anything you say and do is subject to public
critique.
To disclosure. You don't have any privacy anymore.
Anything you say and do?
Anything you say and do.
No, I think
within the confines of your own home.
Public life demands certain circumspection and,
But to err is human.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the home. I mean, that's
Let me tell you something, right? I don't like this conversation, and I'm going to tell you what I don't like about this conversation. I find we're speaking in circles, and I find that we're not speaking about the issue at hand.
Well, hold a second. There's the principle of a matter. And there's an actual event. Which way you prefer to go
I don't
first?
want to talk about the event necessarily.
So we're talking about the principle. We're talking about the principle.
Right? Dr. Brown spoke about the need for self-control and discipline when you're in public life.
That's the point I'm making.
No. I think that should be the center of the conversation.
Absolutely.
Because what is acceptable behavior in public life or what is acceptable behavior in private life? Do we hold persons who are in public office to a higher standard than we would hold, let's say, you or I, or well, not really y'all, but me, right? Because I'm not holding a public office, right? So should we do that? Is that really fair to do?
Yeah, that's expected. I believe so.
That's the test.
I believe so.
Or should we just say, you know, these people are human, people are...
They don't have any rights?
Yeah, they have rights, but you have a greater responsibility.
Than your constitutional right protection?
What do you mean constitutional? Your constitutional right
So Dr. Martin, your constitutional rights going to tell you, okay, just treat anybody like garbage?
No.
And I'm not speaking to
equality.
I'm not speaking about a particular incident in this case. So nobody going to say, I said nobody was treating nobody like garbage.
You made that disclosure.
What I am saying is...
Hold on. Take a deep breath. You made that disclosure 5 minutes.
What I am saying is...
We're speaking to the principle of the matter.
If it is, I have a constitutional right to privacy, right? Does that mean in the privacy of my home, I can ill-treat my child?
No. Because your right must not infringe other person's rights.
But some of us don't see our children as another person. They see them. We see our children as extensions of ourselves, and you know that.
The country, I work in that space.
Yeah.
The country has come a long way to protecting children from those who believe that children are their property, not human beings. We have come a long way. One or two other ways to go, but we have come a long way. All right.
Domestic violence.
All right. So
for me, I am of the view that a particular level of behavior should just be required from everybody.
Yeah. But I am saying that public figures have a greater responsibility. That's my view. Public figures can behave as they like.
In private.
In private.
I'm asking. Can they behave as they like in private?
Well, you shouldn't behave as you like at all. Once you become
that's a high standard.
No, the high standard is what demanded of public officials. I mean, you just have to...
And then the term in private can...
We're having a conversation on the principle.
Because in private, right? Let's say I'm in my home, and in the private of my home, and I am having a conversation. Again, communication comes out, right? And you hear me behaving in a particular way. You pass along the street and you hear me behaving in a particular way. Should I be judged for that behavior?
Should I turn on my phone and put it close to you?
I'm not saying, no, I'm not at that stage. But should I be judged for that behavior? So if I am behaving in a particular way in my home and my neighbors hear me, do you think they should judge me based on how I'm behaving in my home?
Because the behavior in your home spilled over into the public sphere. You had a responsibility, I'm hearing from Sam Condon, to exercise good judgment.
Okay.
To ensure that your private behavior is not spilling across a certain line. You agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did I read you correctly, Sam?
Absolutely.
I agree as well.
But you have a reasonable, you should reasonably expect that the person you invited into your private space did not turn on a communication device. I mean, if I'm having a conversation with you, generic you, I'm asking you to come into my private space. And then, an app automatically activates.
I understand where you're getting at. So, but shouldn't I have the responsibility at the same time to behave in a decent manner?
Absolutely. That's the point.
Yeah. But you can hear but. I might get angry and lose it.
Yeah, we're not saying that because you're human.
Yeah.
But that is not expected of you.
I should not get angry.
Well, you're not supposed. In fact.
But if you get angry, you're supposed to be able to control your emotions. That's what you're saying.
I mean, I don't know if you were here. You probably weren't here when a caller called in. You know, I don't want to call anybody name. In and I was interacting the call, and I said...
you said something.
Yeah,
I remember that. You said
something. Said, you know, the amount of people meet me on the street, like one pastor passed a coffee.
Yeah, you told the story.
I didn't even know he'd listen. He said, Sam, look, I
didn't expect that.
Because they don't expect that behavior from you.
Because you had people coming from all over the world, England and so on. They don't expect that. And so I came and I apologize. I say, I'm sorry for that thing. Because that is what I expect of the public figure.
Well, hold a second. But you came back and you tried to make amends.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what if we were in a certain room having tea, bush tea, and I I pressed start.
And what?
I recorded you. Going on wasi. Well, that's the right term.
Yeah. And
is that right?
And if not, well, it is wrong.
It is wrong. Sorry.
But it is wrong. But if the people do that and hear it, they will still say, you ain't gonna work. You must control yourself. You have a certain responsibility as a public figure.
So both instances are wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you feel aggrieved, you go before the court.
Yeah.
But right, it's unethical. That's the point I was making. It may be unethical, but is it illegal?
We have to.
And I'm asking because I don't know. Is it illegal?
My reading of the Interception of Communications Act suggests to me that it is against it. It's an affront to the law to tape me when I'm having a conversation with you, and we did not agree before that conversation is to be taped.
I think we need further discussion on this matter because let's say I feel that you are in some way infringing on my rights. Or let's say I feel that you are doing something illegal, right? And you come here to have a conversation with me about something illegal. And I decide to tape the conversation. Am I committing?
But what do you plan to do with that?
To take it to the police. Or maybe to make it public.
If it was
to take it to the police or to make it public. Because I know in some cases those recordings are not admissible in court.
So admissibility is governed by a law.
Right? But is the act actually illegal? That'll be interesting to find out. I think we have enough lawyers.
But true, and we have enough food. We have food. We can continue this discussion.
Definitely.
And this is
but it's an interesting discussion.
This is what being part of a maturing democracy is about. You know, a complex democracy, isn't it? Speaking of, how do I want to segue into this? U.S. President, U.S. communications.
Communication,
right. U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to sue the BBC for $1 billion over an edit.
A mistake.
Of a speech that he made January 6, 2021. We all knew what happened then, the attack on the Capitol. Earlier today, the BBC apologized, but stated emphatically that they're not paying anything.
Right.
Let's hear the edit. I got the edit compliments The Economist. Let's see if it comes out.
Well, this memo was about a documentary which aired on the BBC actually last year, and it was a documentary all about Donald Trump. And the controversy concerns two bits of a speech that Donald Trump made on 6th of January 2021 that were edited together. This is the clip straight from Donald Trump's speech.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
And this is how it appeared in the documentary.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell.
Now, he did say those words, but those two sections were edited together, and they'd actually been more than 50 minutes apart in his original speech, and people quite reasonably said that this was not a fair way to edit the speech.
He said all of that. But and that's what the debate is about, because the BBC said they will not pay 1 cent because and they don't believe he will go further, because to go further
He will go further.
He will go further when he will have to go to court.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, wait, hold on a second. Sue means, as I understand it, reputational damage was done, and at B, the BBC was malicious in doing what it did.
But then you would have to prove intent. Right? He will have to prove intent for him to determine that the BBC was being malicious.
So you know what the BBC, the Economist is suggesting that the BBC is checking to see if the documentary was aired in the United States.
If it was
aired in the United States, and if not,
that
how can that be reputational damage?
Well, that's easy. I mean, I believe once you do a documentary, is the possibility will be aired all over.
Well, they actually
not necessarily, because remember, there's BBC America, BBC World, BBC. There are many different channels. But the thing is,
I don't see that as that relevant. They want to see if it was aired in the United States.
Right, because if it wasn't, how can you claim reputational damage?
But
if people in your jurisdiction didn't hear it.
Yeah, but reputational damage in the world.
If a tree falls in a forest and nobody hears it, did it happen?
Yes.
How do you know how it happened? Nobody heard it.
You don't necessarily know it because you may pass a few weeks later and see the tree on the ground. Anyway.
I love it. But very good.
What they're saying, I suppose the lawyers will. I'm not a lawyer, so.
But you don't have to be.
But
it's what a reasonable person expects.
Yeah, but you see, Trump said all of that, and what he's claiming that he said that far apart. But the intent is the same thing in the whole as the whole thing. So, I mean, he never mean it. So because they put them together.
No, but it was poorly edited. I did see the documentary because I looked at this. This has been circulating. This news item has been circulating since last week around this time, right? Because a newspaper, a UK newspaper,
Guardian,
indicated that, the BBC is biased in its reporting and that kind of thing, and this was one of the examples. No, it was poorly edited. I will say that, because I don't understand how they made that edit. But there were parts of this speech which suggested what they wanted to suggest.
Right.
So they didn't really need to splice it
exactly.
together.
Right. That's the point.
Right?
That's the point.
They didn't need to splice it together. So had it been me on Freedom, I would have just go for the part where he said it and put in that part alone. Because what he said was equally damaging.
He said that what he said.
So there's the reason why people are alleging bias.
Yeah.
Somebody introduced subjectivity
they didn't have to do that.
into the development of the documentary, which is not expected of a journalist.
But when you are editing a documentary, be it audio or video, we all make judgment calls. We all say, but is this a good clip to say this? Or is that a good clip to... If I am doing a simple news item that is 5 minutes long, I have to choose a relevant clip. Now, this clip may not have the feelings of what I am trying to say that you said. So I may look for another clip, but I have to make that judgment call.
Exactly.
And this is something that a journalist will have to do on a daily basis.
BBC sure know better.
So I agree with the apologize, and then put back up the documentary with what he actually said.
Yeah, that's my view.
Is there anything more powerful than an apology? In getting things to calm down? I did it. I'm sorry. I will not do it again. And then the whole world goes for the clip.
Exactly. Exactly.
So those two issues we just brought up about communication and how you handle communication, how you handle people's communication, and I hope that we continue to have discussion, other people weighing in on this, because this is live in St. Kitts and Nevis, especially when there are challenging matters, or should I say controversial matters, one has to exercise good judgment, both from the sender and the receiver.
And the BBC issue brings out the issue of the issues faced by media houses, because at the end of the day, people always want to determine that you're being biased or you're not being biased. That's always a discussion. But you have to make a judgment call on a daily basis. Should this be on the radio or should this be on the TV? Is this newsworthy? Is this not newsworthy?
That's right.
And my judgment call may not be the same as Mr. Conder's or yours. You understand? Even in a simple program like this, people will complain and say, well, y'all discussing those issues that ain't have anything to do with us, right? But we have to make that judgment call as to what is important to us, what is important to the nation on that day.
Exactly.
Even though everybody in the nation, even though everybody in the nation may not feel that way, we still have to make that judgment call.
Absolutely.
And are we not blessed to have freedom of media? There's not, as opposed to days gone by when you had one. In St. Kitts and Nevis, you have a plethora.
Yeah.
So if you don't like freedom,
you have freedom. You have a freedom of choice. Lock off your radio.
You can go to somebody else.
Choose something else.
Yeah.
You know.
But if someone feels aggrieved by what you put out, they have recourse to the law.
To the court. Exactly.
In other countries where that does not operate, people disappear or are disappeared. And
it's happening presently as we speak. Happening presently.
Okay. There are countries in the world where people don't like you or disappeared. Okay. All right. Or you fall out of a window. You fall out of a window. Yeah.
And
or you collapse while eating.
So.
Yeah.
That's why we have to defend that's why this region, the Caribbean, I mean, this is a model for the world, in my view. I mean, when you compare it to the United States and all, I mean, what's happening, how we got to have elections. I mean, there are concerns and so on, it's got to be improved and so on. But, we got to have elections, free and fair to a large extent.
As you said, Sam Conde, there are persons who are analyzing the last elections in Jamaica and have remarked about the maturity of the people on the ground. And people in days gone by, elections in Jamaica were perilous affairs.
I know.
But this one.
I was speaking to Andre Hewitt this morning, funny enough, this morning, just before the program, and he was speaking about an election in the 80s where over 800 people died.
Correct.
In the lead up to the election in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, yeah. I mean, those days, you remember those days?
No,
well, you probably all not. You
I
were
wasn't born yet.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I was born, but no, I don't remember those days. But I've heard about those days.
I mean, those were some days. And the struggle we had to make sure that we move away from that. I mean...
Well, this election in Jamaica was a blessing. People, it was what they call it, green and gold, and hugging up each other, and it happens here too. We slam each other and then vote, and then go and have some bush tea.
I remember telling you. You remember when they had those 3 elections every year, in Trinidad when they had problems with it, I mean, people saying...
This morning we were also discussing the situation in the late 70s in Grenada as well.
In Grenada?
There's a documentary that Andre was telling me about. I think the documentary is Forever Forward, The Killing of a Revolution. It's about Grenada and 1983, the lead up to 1983. And... we were speaking about it because...
That was the Gary days.
No.
Well, the documentary was about. No, it wasn't pre-Bishop.
It wasn't
was
pre-Bishop.
during
During
Bishop.
Oh, during Bishop.
Yes,
Okay.
in the lead up to when he died.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Mhm,
So
okay.
the documentary was about that period of time, and. In the Caribbean, we don't speak a lot about these things, but it's important. It's important to remind ourselves of how far we are, because
how fragile democracy is.
Exactly, because we are seeing certain things creeping in or trying to creep in, and that is why it's important. Because sometimes people talk about, CARICOM. You've heard a lot of conversations about CARICOM recently, where people are saying, what CARICOM ever did for us. And CARICOM, this and CARICOM that. But these partnerships are important.
Extremely important. Extremely important. I mean, I just speak all the time, all the while, in terms of the functional cooperation. I mean, this is a model for the world, in terms of, especially in the OECS. I mean, when you got any problems here, what I think we have there with the OECS and Barbados, the security thing, RSS, and so on. I mean, those things are important.
And on a daily basis, Dr. Martin, there's a medication buying.
That's the OECS pharmaceutical procurement service, responsible for saving 20 cents on the dollar.
And this helps us on a daily basis.
There's also the CARICOM impacts. That's through which due diligence checks are made and the surveillance of passengers on ships and planes is done.
Yeah.
These things happening, quote unquote, in the background, but certain things happen better when they're anonymous, right? Or almost anonymous, which make people believe that nothing is happening. But the fact that we can have a conversation like this on a radio station in the smallest country in the Western Hemisphere is proof that something is happening.
And you know why this stands out for me? That point that you just made? Because when people of a certain age hear us having these conversations, they become nervous because that was not their reality when they were younger, right here in the Caribbean. Their reality was you talk about certain things and then you just can't be found tomorrow. Nobody knows where you're gone and that kind of thing. So we really have to maintain what we have in terms of a steady democracy throughout the region.
Let's be fair. In St. Kitts and Nevis, you lost your job. And the losing of your job was not only public sector, it could follow you into the private sector. There were days like that. True. So the extent to which we can eradicate this incivility, inhumanity out of our politics, it's a work in progress. Freedom of the media is a big help. And of course, having an independent court.
Okay.
An independent court.
So I want to kind of go back to what we were speaking about.
Check the time.
Yes, about Trump. Because Junior messaged me and he said it can't be reputational damage when he got elected, and that's a strong point. How was his reputation hurt? He was elected for a second term. So. And then...
So that's the point. So the BBC was looking into whether or not the documentary was aired in the States.
And then...
So two things happened independent of each other.
And then somebody else says...
reputational damage.
Somebody else says Patrick didn't read the entire section 3 of the Constitution. We could look back at that. And then
no, because sometimes on radio you try to press C, and if the press C offends, please call and finish the job.
Okay.
No problem.
And then somebody says, if Trump sues the BBC, it would be one of the biggest mistakes of his adult life.
Why?
Also, is it not illegal to tape a conversation between you and another person without her or his consent? But you could get into problems if you publish it. Oh, I'm sorry. It is not illegal.
But you publish
to tape a conversation between you and another person without his or her consent. But
you cannot publish it.
you could get into problems if you publish it, depending on what you publish. On free media, media houses depend on governments and big businesses, and that constrains their journalistic expression. So free media is more talk than facts.
If it was so, we would have been disappeared already for having the Groundings program. Because we started this program in the midst of a pandemic when certain freedoms were curtailed. And we took it upon ourselves to try. Hold on. I'm on this thing about talk. You know, if I appear to be a little bit testy about it, because I think Churchill was right. Talk is better than war. He said something. Jaw is better than war. No. You know, we have to start somewhere. All right. We have come a long way because people in 1935 not only talked, but walked the walk at Buckley's. And we have to continue that. We may not appeal to everybody's taste, but at least the general direction is in the direction of freedom within the four corners of the law. That my freedom does not impinge on yours. And if it does, you have recourse to an independent court. Mm-hmm. And we have to talk about these things because sometimes people say things about St. Kitts and Nevis as if we are not a maturing democracy. And so we say things on this radio station for those persons listening, parts here or there, that we have come a long way.
I agree. We have come a long way.
And it's a journey, not a destination.
But I think what this writer is trying to allude to is that we do have some ways to go.
That is true. That is always true.
And not only that, but we could slip back, you know. Mm-hmm. We could slip back if we don't.
If we become too comfortable.
If we come to complacent and believe that, you know, I mean, you know, I don't know about you all, but I had some serious personal abuse, you know, when we started, you know, from all kind of people everywhere, you know.
Did you start this program?
You started this program?
Yeah.
I mean,
did you, Dr. Martin? Did you have personal abuse?
Let's put it this way. You know, Sam has his way of saying things, right? Things were said to me to try to cause me to rethink my association with Sam Conda on this program. How about that?
Yeah.
Because okay, let's be brutally frank. Some people are still annoyed with him over his
and some people are annoyed, and some people continue to be annoyed with you.
What's that now?
People are annoyed with you as well.
Oh, but if you are on radio, if you are on media, and everybody likes you, something is wrong with you.
Point.
No.
So we're not doing this for likes, right?
That is true.
This is about national. This is about the nation. This is about the nation.
Yeah. And
so you were saying you said we could slip back.
Yeah, because people said kind of abusive and so on, but it didn't matter because I believe in what I believe in, and I will always stand up for that, whatever it costs.
Being on radio, I had to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons I don't read the wall today. Mm-hmm. Because I would read certain things about myself.
You can't recognize yourself, right?
No, and it would really, and some of them, I swear, were abusive.
Yeah. So let's examine
I had to learn that.
Why do people go down that route?
Because they could do it without your knowledge of who they are. They're writing under a fake name. You have no idea how to find out who they are, right? So things they can't tell you to your face. No. They come and they tell you.
They're not trying to get you to leave.
But people who know you and they will tell you those things to your face and so on. I mean, somebody sent me a thing what this and that said there that I hate and I envy and I think those are not part of my DNA. I don't hate anything. I don't envy anything and so on.
But you see, but
that's how people see you.
The previous point you made about slipping back. You see, when people start venturing down using those words, hatred, envy, that's coming deep hostility from within, you know. And you have two choices: stop coming to the radio station, or continue.
Continue doing it.
And as a good friend of mine said, I'm going to call his name Calvin Hazel, Reverend Calvin Hazel. He used to have something on his car, protected by angels. Yeah.
Okay.
So people so there always be those who do not want you. They want you to be silent on the things that matter.
Or they want you to speak, but on the things that they agree with.
Yeah, that's correct. So you as an adult in a freedom-loving society, you have to make up your mind what you're going to do. Be part of silence or be part of the movement, the patriotic movement. All right? And for persons who are wondering where I'm coming from partly from, well, the shoulders I stand on the shoulders of my parents and the extended family. But I have the deepest of respect for what happened at Buckley's 1935, January. And that was not politics. That was people rising up against a tyranny and starting a democracy movement throughout the English-speaking Caribbean.
Okay, gentlemen, can we take a short commercial break?
You better do, otherwise.
Okay. Let's do that. We're going to open the lines right after.
You better
The
do.
sweetest season of the year is here. From December 13th to January 2nd, St. Kitts and Nevis comes alive once more with vibes galore, energy to explore, and moments sweeter than ever before. Sugar Max 54, sweet to the core. The stage erupts with the passion of Calypso, the sweet sound of Pan, the heat of Soca, dazzling pageants and traditions that make you love Carnival even more. Dance to the streets at Juve, celebrate folklore, and revel in the Grand Carnival Parade, a celebration of rhythm, color, culture. Sugar Mass 54, sweet to the core.
Reliable, dependable, Delta. If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
For life's finest moments, celebrate them with Skoal Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skoal, class and perfection in a bottle.
What if your money did more than sit in an account? What if it built dreams, supported families, and empowered futures? At St. Kitts Credit Union, we're more than a financial institution. We're a family that believes in your potential, rooted in people helping people. Enjoy competitive savings rates and low-interest loans for mortgages, vehicles, education, and more. Need security for you or your loved ones? The Family Indemnity Plan and Loan Protection Insurance give your loved ones peace of mind, whether you're saving for school, building your business, or planning for tomorrow. SKCU is here for you. It's not just about banking, it's about belonging. Contact us at 465-2272 or any of our branches. Learn more online at www.skccu.com. Become a member today and be a part of something greater.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
And we are back on
I have a
Friday
correction. I
afternoon.
have a correction quickly. I said that it was the Guardian newspaper.
It wasn't the Telegraph?
It's the Daily Telegraph, and thanks to our colleague for the correction. Thank you.
Okay. So we are back on Groundings right here on a Friday afternoon. Juni is not here this afternoon, but, you know, he's here still because he's sending messages.
Breaking news. Special Olympics St. Kitts and Nevis in Guadeloupe just won their second game.
Wow.
St. Kitts and Nevis 7, Jamaica 6.
Good.
Well, you know, our winners will win.
Good.
We're going to open the lines and we're going to take some calls. The numbers to call in are 662-1065, 465-6474, or 465-0546. We're asking you to keep it short this afternoon. We don't have much time. Good afternoon. You're live.
Greetings, Serena.
Greetings. How are you?
I am good once ago.
And I am
Extending
good.
to everyone else in right there in Groundings. Give thanks to be good, you know. Okay. All right. Congrats to St. Kitts and Nevis for the winnings there. To St. Kitts and Nevis and Jamaica too. I'm talking about that we want to extend our more heartfelt condolences to families and friends of Brother Barry, you know, Brother Barry Brown. Quite a person, you know. And that's why you see this death thing, that's why we don't love it, you know, because certain people know for that, you know. It's not serious. This death thing is a plague on the human race, and we have to learn how to conquer it, you know. We listening the reasoning concerning when you free up yourself and talk what you have to talk, what can come after them things. But we can't watch them things. I think Martin Luther King said, you know, the silence of people who are different, you know, good people could be worse than the doings of people who with whatever them do, you know. So we have to just do what we have to do, you know, and say what we have to say when it's time come to say it. All me go to some fight because me keep talking about how we cheating the environment of the lands of beauty. Me get fight out from my own family, you know, me and our family members.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Me and our family members catch up because of the same thing there, you know. So I just said. But the truth, we have to speak our truth and speak it without even fearing them kind of feedbacks there, you know.
Yes.
More strength. Give thanks to the time.
Thank you so much. Joni says, consider this. Freedom got sued for defamation and libel, etc., while other media houses that carried the same items were not. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good afternoon. You're live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. McMahon. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I have a question.
Mm-hmm. A short question?
Yes.
It's Mac you're talking about, you know.
That's why I asked.
Okay, Patrick. Does anyone on the panel believe that had the incident with the taping occurred with two ordinary citizens, that the Attorney General would have advised the aggrieved proponent to handle it as he did? I think not.
I don't understand.
What's the question?
Do you think...
If the incident had happened between two ordinary persons,
Mm-hmm.
right, and the Attorney General became apprised of it,
Mm-hmm.
do you think he would have had advised the aggrieved party?
Who was the aggrieved party?
Whichever was the aggrieved party.
Both could determine that they are aggrieved.
There are two ordinary citizens. There's an aggrieved And
but you will first have to determine which one is
accused.
aggrieved. That's my point.
No. It does not matter. Listen, hear me out. Okay? I don't think the Attorney General would have advised the aggrieved party, whichever one it was, to handle it as he did. Whatever the provocation, I think he would have said, if it's egregious enough, go to the police or see a lawyer, or just chill, depending on how aggrieved the person was.
I lost bad.
Because you're introducing...
Everybody lost?
Yeah, because...
Yes!
Because
Mr. Conda...
No, I understand what he's saying. He was saying that if two other people were involved, right?
Involved before the phone call?
No. If what happened...
What happened?
With the Attorney General, how the people called, the conversation.
Oh, okay. So the conversation is what we're speaking about.
If that had happened between two ordinary folks, if the Attorney General would advise them to behave the way he behaved, or he would advise them to seek legal advice. So that's what you're saying, man?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're
not talking about the taping of the conversation.
No. If the same thing had happened to two ordinary different people, two ordinary citizens, if the Attorney General would have advised them to behave like the way he behaved, or he would have tell them, look, go to a lawyer if you feel offended by that there.
Right, because there was this thing about, it's human, friend and family, public officials supposed to have private lives and all of that. And I maintain that he would have not advised the aggrieved party to handle it as he did. And remember that even when nobody is looking, okay? So we can posture all we want about what is public and private life. I don't know. I'm not so sure what the legal definition is, whether it's two persons gathered or more. I don't know. But certainly, simply because you're in your home, okay, and you think that you're private, if you go by your window and strip, you can be, I guess, called out for exhibitionism.
Indecent.
Right. Okay.
Indecent exposure.
Not indecent. Exhibitionism. That's
okay.
Right. Okay. So all I'm saying is, as far as I know, profanity is still on the books, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Of course. Okay.
Free language,
that is the overall picture I think we should look at.
So, Mac, how do you know there was profanity?
According to
it was published. It was published, man. It was published. It was published.
Oh my God!
Yeah. When you start publishing, you're starting to cross a line.
But what did I tell you?
But was the line crossed? Let me listen.
What did I tell you?
And again,
of integrity
was the line crossed was the line crossed with publishing, or was the line crossed? Okay. If I am here and I swear, right? Is the line crossed by me swearing?
No, you did it in a public way for others to
So
hear.
if I give some bad word
and nobody hears it.
And nobody else hears, it's just me and you.
It's between me and you.
Yeah.
Is that crossing a line?
If you cross my line.
Is that somebody with integrity? Or decorum, Patrick?
But then that's another question, is swearing,
okay.
does swearing or not swearing determine whether or not you have integrity or decorum?
Because you
you
may swear on me, but I may rat on you.
Doing the right thing, even
what
when
is
nobody
right
else
or
is
wrong?
looking or hearing.
Mac,
okay?
Mac, would you agree this thing has to be tested in court? This thing has to be tested in court?
No, I find you all tiptoeing around the thing.
I'm not tiptoeing, I want to know exactly what is right and wrong and who determines what is right and wrong.
You see this thing about tiptoeing?
Jamie, would you have
tiptoeing
done the same thing?
Would I have done what?
What you heard on the tape.
What did she hear?
What should she hear?
You want to proposing? Know what she heard.
But am I tiptoeing or are you tiptoeing? How do you determine what I heard?
Got him. You got him. Answer that one.
No.
What I heard. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Mac, this conversation has to continue. This is not a tip.
I don't even know what we're talking about. What are we talking about?
Mac, stick a pin. We got.
Do you believe that Jamie doesn't know what we're talking about?
You know what he's talking about?
I believe.
You know what he's talking about?
But
we seem to be talking about a lot of things.
Seriously, Jamie.
This is a journey, man. This is a journey, man.
Didn't you hear the published clip with the what sounded like the AG?
That is what we're talking about.
That's tiptoeing.
I didn't know that, Jamie.
Yeah.
But he didn't tiptoe. He didn't tiptoe just now.
But he said we tiptoeing. He didn't tell me what I know. I know what he's talking about. He tell me what he's talking about.
No. But
who really tiptoeing?
Right? No, you know that what I'm talking about.
Okay,
right?
Mac,
Yes, I heard it.
Right.
Yes, I heard it.
Whoa. Now that you know.
I'm your lawyer. Don't admit.
No, I mean it was on social media. Everybody heard it, so I heard it.
Let us hear him say that.
Do you think that was appropriate for the AG, an appropriate response to whatever provocation it was?
It is not. I'm not in a position to determine what was appropriate or inappropriate.
Because context matters.
I
don't have enough information.
You know, we can dance.
How about that, Mac? How about that, Mac?
I didn't know you're such a great dancer,
Context.
Mac, one of the best.
No. Context ain't going to do the behavior. Behavior through your own personal responsibility.
Okay, so Mr. McMahon, since you're bringing, and I'm not defending anybody, but since you are bringing in two regular ordinary people, because for me, all of us are regular and ordinary,
That's right? Equality before the law.
Two regular ordinary people in the same circumstances.
But all of us are not public officials. All of us are not public
Okay, so
officials.
that's the distinction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. All of us are not public officials.
Okay.
Right? And
so you are of the view, based on the
about
conversation that we had earlier, you are of the view that politicians, public officials should be held to a higher standard.
Absolutely.
What happens when
What
happens when they cease to be politicians?
Well, if they're not politicians, they're not politicians.
They could let them out.
You return to normal programming. You return to normal programming.
Public officials have a responsibility.
No, Sam, what happens when you cease?
You never public officials have.
Mr. Conda, what happens when you cease? Because you're no longer a public official.
Well, I'm not a government official.
Exactly.
But
you're still a
public official. So I have to conduct myself. That's why people come to tell me that they like me answer for things, and I have to apologize because I'm expected to be that.
Exactly. The national hero, our current living national hero, is not a public figure right now.
But he's a national hero.
Is of high rank. As a matter of fact, when
the
protocol,
highest rank.
when the protocol is being established,
he's not in office.
When a protocol is being established and the national hero is there, the national hero is recognized high up in the protocol.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
He's
anyway, with regards to the publishing practice, you know the same can be said of whistleblower legislation?
No.
Why isn't it the same thing?
Mr. McMahon.
No, you asked me if I didn't know. I said no, and I didn't know.
Mr. McMahon, I would love to continue this
Bring him on the program.
Right?
Bring him on issues, man.
Yeah,
we'll bring you on issues. How about
it's
that?
2:54 and we only have 6 minutes left, right? But very interesting discussion. Maybe we should have had him here.
The discussion will continue.
We could have.
It can't be a one-day discussion.
No, of course not.
Democracy is never a one-day event. Never a one-day event.
Yeah, he would have prevented us from tiptoeing around the issue.
And sugarcoating. We have heard sugarcoating.
Gentlemen, do you want to take one more call?
It's up to you.
Just one more, and then we'll have our wrap-up. Good afternoon. You're live.
I like this.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm here listening to your conversation with regards to the, well, I suppose, talk. What about the tape? Did you hear the tape from the Premier of Nevis where he said he did not care about what anybody says about him.
Well, he said that on national radio.
Oh. I would like to know what Dr. Martin has to say about that.
Dr. Martin?
About the Premier?
Yeah.
Did you hear the tape?
Yeah, I heard the tape.
Okay, so Dr. Martin will respond, okay?
So I would like to hear what you say. I'm going to listen off here.
Okay, thank you so much for calling
Well, that
in.
depends on if I have something to say.
Well, you'll respond.
I'll respond appropriately.
Okay, so we have 5 minutes left, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. But we'll invite you to respond to the callers and wrap up at the same time.
Well, I'm going to start since I was nominated by Sam to be the agent provocateur this afternoon. Did you know that, Jamie?
No.
Yeah, so for persons
Y'all didn't let me in.
No, that was deliberate. For persons who follow this program, we thank you for following this program, but there's some preparation that takes place where we try to make sure that the conversation is spirited.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes energetic.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we talk over each other.
Passionate.
But democracy is a noisy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
y'all ever listen to British Parliament?
I've ever listened.
Yeah, of course.
Our parliament sounds like church compared to the British Parliament sometimes.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so yes, I heard what the Premier said, and at an appropriate time, I may decide to talk about it, but it is my usual practice to tell people to their face first what I think about what they said.
Okay.
And I'll maintain that practice. But for the listeners, for the callers and the listeners, let's continue to have these discussions. It's not a one day. Maurice Bishop was right. Democracy is not an every 5-day exercise. Every 5-year exercise, every day. So whatever the issues of the day, let's continue talking about them because in final analysis, I think Prime Minister Gonzalez of St. Vincent is correct that in a democracy, the citizen is the sovereign. The citizen is the sovereign, not the Prime Minister, not the cabinet. It's the citizen that is the sovereign. So let's continue to exercise our citizen rights within the four corners of the law, the supreme law being the Constitution. And let us also continue with our good friend Mac to interrogate the Interception of Communications Act and to see what needs to be strengthened to protect privacy in communication.
Yeah, I want to say there's a famous quotation that even when I disagree with you, I will defend your right to say what you want to say. And that is how I love, I operate, you know, not against anybody. Like I say always, let all the ideas contend. I have respect for people's views and so on, but I have strong views and opinions about things which I, learn and gather for myself. And even when people disagree with me, right, I don't hate them, I don't.
You can't.
I don't hate. No, we just have a difference of opinion.
Consumes you.
Yeah, and I, like I say, exercise my right and my own judgment, what I've grown and developed, and cultivated, and that's all I try to do. That's all I try to do every time,
Question for Sam.
I hope people understand that.
If you had taken on board all of the hatred you got, would you be alive today?
I know. I mean, I'd laugh. I'd laugh at some people. Just laugh at them.
In life, you had to laugh or you cry.
Yeah.
There's some situations you just have to laugh.
I had a professor like that. He walked around the hospital whistling. And he was asked, "Why are you whistling, Professor?" He said, "To prevent me from crying." Because in a hospital, you're in a space of death.
Yeah. I often said I could never be a nurse or a doctor.
But you could be a media professional.
Yeah, I could talk. That's not really difficult.
Let me turn my recorder off then.
Okay. So, Mr. Kondo, you're finished with your wrap up?
Yes. And like I said,
he finished kind of sedately today.
No.
Well,
that was good.
Last week he ended with a prayer, so
maybe
he's on a.
Yeah.
No.
He's gonna be a lay preacher.
An indication of what's.
Like I say, I don't know how I come into this thing, right? But really, it's just like I said. There's a divinity that shapes your destiny, And where you guys were.
I'm going to intercept. You're too humble. You said on this program that COVID-19 was a blessing. Repeat that.
It was God's way of reawakening us, the humanity that He intended for us.
That's why we're still here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Well done.
So, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with us this afternoon. We look forward to having you back next week. Junior will be here next week.
Oh, yes, sure.
He told me.
Oh, okay.
So, thank you so much. This is how we're going to end Groundings. We've got to go because we are about to join Hosford's Spin to Win triple cashback, and they're calling me already. They're ready to give away this cash. So we want to ensure that we get all the excitement right here on Freedom FM.
Home store. Terms and conditions apply. This holiday season, we are going triple.
That's right. Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store, and now the triple cashback store.
Make any higher purchase this November or December and receive triple cashback coupon.
That's 3 times the rewards, good for free groceries at Hosford's Value Mart.
New furniture for your home and triple the groceries for your holiday table.
It's not just shopping, it's smart giving and serious saving.
But don't miss it. Triple cashback ends December 31st.
Get back more from the triple cashback stores only at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store.
Terms and conditions apply.
Hello. It's another Friday, and we're here at Hosford's to make some people extremely happy. Here with my girl, Delia, with the Delios. What's going on, girl?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm excited as though my name was called, and I'm going to spin the wheel,
Well, hopefully we can have a second episode of what we had last week with a winner walking away with triple cash back.
Triple cash back. Now, we have a lot of different prizes on the board, all right? The persons get to come in, spin the wheel, and whatever it comes here, this one picks, that's what they'll get. This is what a lot of them are looking for in at this time. So, Delia, we have 3 winners today. How did they get here?
Well, basically what they did is that they made a higher purchase between June and now, and they got the entries that got them here, put into the box.
I just always imagine, imagine you're cooling, washing some dishes, phone ring. Hello, kind of a Mars budge. You go, what? Because I extra, so I will regard a lot of things.
Yes, that's true.
All right, and then every $500 spent, they get the
entry.
And then,
yes, and then they fill that entry out and they put it into the box.
All right. Well, we are getting ready to meet our first winner. But remember also that pre-approved VAT is around the corner.
Pre-approved credit for VAT day, yes. We have been encouraging customers to come in now and do your credit processing right now. All you need to provide is your 2 pieces of government-issued ID, a bill for verification of your address, as well as your most recent payslip.
Yeah, because you don't want to be stuck in here. Well, everybody just come in, brap and gone, and you in here trying to get paperwork, and the people them can't deal with you because right now they got other persons who don't get pre-approved. So it's best to do it. I did it before, and it was easy peasy. All right, so I got a nice bed frame from here. Beautiful, absolutely love it. And it was pre-approved, and then whoop, and I gone.
out of in here.
All right, but let's go. But we didn't come here for that. We come to see who's gonna win and what they're gonna win. Who do we have here to go?
This afternoon, Lillian Liebert, but she's represented by her daughter this afternoon. Then we have Mary Joseph, and she's represented as well by her son this afternoon. And then we have Weston Ward.
Well, we ain't get them for style. We get the children them to do things when they come big enough. Wash your dishes, wash your clothes, go down the shop for me. So watch, I win something from Hartsford, you go down there, go deal with it. Let me see who come in. Who you say come in?
So we're going to do the first one. We're going to use Dominion Woodley.
All right.
See, on behalf of Mary Joseph.
All right. Wait, what? Wait. Mary Joseph. This is crazy. Mary Joseph. Jesus, yeah, come on, wow, come on in.
The nephew of.
Oh, the nephew, okay. Come on in, nephew, come right here, nephew. All right, nephew, how you doing?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Dominion Woodley.
Wait a minute. Mary Joseph Dominion, really? Where you from?
I'm St. Paul's.
Where's your aunt from?
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's as well. All right, do you know what your aunt got? What she purchased from Hartsford?
It was a refrigerator.
All right, Auntie, big up yourself. Let's hope the minion is going to get you what you need on the... It's really simple. Spin the wheel. What it stops on, Auntie going to get. Fix up your Auntie good. Yeah. Fix up your Auntie good. Try to get the triple cash back. Yeah. Get a good spin for me. All right. The minion all over thing. Hey, this is wow, Mary Joseph. No! The man get the minion over the spin to it. The man got the minion. Hey, congratulations. I'm sure if Auntie watching, Auntie jumping up. Yeah. Wow, congratulations, man. They're gonna deal with you and tell you how you're gonna get it, all right? Okay. Congratulations. First one. And I already got the triple cashback coupon.
Correct. Wow. And next we have Lillian Liebert, and her daughter is here to represent.
Yeah, you go down there, go deal with that for me. You come in. All right, you come right in. What's your name?
Gina Liebert.
All right, Gina, and where you guys from?
Connery.
All right, so we have a St. Paul's and a Connery, like we play some football in nearby. All right, so what did your mom get?
A refrigerator.
Refrigerator as well. Okay. All right. Well, you know what he just did. You got to come with Groundings. So give it a good spin and try to get the triple cash back. All the other prizes, all good prizes on the wheel as well. And we have, it's going to be the dinnerware, the 12-piece dinnerware. All right. We're going to get that to you in just a little bit. Who's the final person?
Weston Ward.
Weston Ward is the next winner. Come on in, Weston. Come on. Come on in, Weston. All right, Weston, what did you get from Hartsford?
A small TV.
A small TV, and then you get the call tell you that you win something. You felt it was a joke, or you?
No. I won here before, so.
Oh, so you did say that he got something before he one of the monthly winners. All right, well now. It's time to spin the wheel and get some more prizes. So it pays to shop at Hartsford. Try Hartsford first. Let's go. Don't mash up the wheel. Yeah. Oh, double cash back. Double A. And he give the triple cash back man a high five, so he drop off one and get to. All right, congratulations to you, man.
So that means give me a low five.
All right, Delia, with the Delios, we had some nice winners today.
Nice winners this afternoon. So we had a triple cashback, a double cashback, and then somebody won themselves a dinnerware.
All right. So who knows? It could be you next time. Delia, tell them how they can qualify.
All you have to do is simply make a higher purchase between now and the end of December. And once you spend for every $500, you get an entry. And you fill that entry out, you put into the box, and who knows, you can be here with us on one of these particular Fridays.
And during this season, when you buy something on higher